here. But I did my duty, and I proposed the question. Now, we'll open the lines up. You got a few minutes, right?
Yeah, just about 5 more minutes.
5 more? Wait a minute. You cut me shorter every time we go.
I'm sorry.
What is this? You're not in Washington, are you?
Unfortunately, yes, sir.
Too bad they don't cut the money as quickly as they cut the time. Hold on a minute. We got somebody on the line here. Good morning. You're on the air. Very quickly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm glad you were able to be on this morning, Gresham. This is Benny Sue.
Hey, Miss Benny Sue. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
I have committed to work for you and Jim DeMenton. I can't take on anybody else.
That's all you need, darling.
But I did want to share 2 concerns with you.
Yes,
One
ma'am.
is you're going against 2 people who have state recognition,
Yes, ma'am.
name recognition. The other thing that concerns me is that you are so well seasoned and so knowledgeable and so good that I'm running into people that are saying, we wish he'd stay in Congress.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, just pose that question, you know.
Yeah, well, see, I've had the radio down so I can get in because I got to go babysit.
I see. Well, very quickly, we got
But
people
whatever
competent
you
bit.
do, I'm going to work for you.
Thank you, Miss Benny Sue.
And I'm praying for you, too, that you will be right where God wants you.
Thank you, ma'am. I covet your prayers, too.
God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Appreciate the call. Congressman Gresham Barrett's on the line with us. 16 minutes until 8 o'clock. We got a few more moments if you want to.
Rick, I know one of your listeners was questioning about H.R. 45.
Yep. I mean, got some great concern about that. In fact, NRA is calling around to a lot of people. I got a call last night. In fact.
Yeah, it's a bill introduced by Bobby Rush. We're certainly concerned about it, but I can tell you right now he has absolutely no sponsors or co-sponsors. The bill doesn't have any traction whatsoever. I know we talked to the NRA yesterday. They're on top of it.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
I don't think the bill's going anywhere. I want your listeners to be concerned about it, but
be aware of it, but not overly concerned.
Absolutely.
I would imagine. Well, I didn't think that was so ridiculous. This guy, that even having the audacity to bring something like this up, ought to tell the true colors to his constituents, and you need to throw him out next time around, folks. God, I can't believe somebody would even utter something like that. Good morning. You're on the air.
Morning, Mr. Rick.
Morning.
Good morning, Congressman Barrett.
Good morning, sir.
Rick Fremantle.
Yes, sir.
I heard that you had voted for creating the 90% tax for the bonuses on the AIG employees. Is that correct?
No, sir. I did not vote for that.
Very good.
No, sir. I tell you, Rick and I were talking earlier. It is a dangerous precedent for the federal government to penalize any group. I mean, who's going to be next? Radio announcers? Or,
yeah, probably, if they can get away with it.
Guys that used to own small furniture stores. I mean, to bring the full weight of the federal government down on any one group, I think, is a dangerous precedent.
Well, you need to spend some time delivering that message throughout the state of South Carolina, especially up here in the upstate. I mean, that's the message we heard, that you voted for it, and I was prepared to blast your butt over it. I can promise you that.
I understand. Rightfully so.
I do have a problem. Why? We have Senator DeMint doing a damn good job for us.
Yes, sir.
We hear almost daily what he's doing for us. He's able to find a way to deliver his message to the people of this state and this county via the radio and the TV. What is wrong with the rest of the Republican Party? Why are you people not screaming from the rafters about the violation of Article 1, Section 9 of our Constitution, of the 10th Amendment of our Constitution? Why are you people not fighting tooth and nail and bringing your fight to the people in the public forum?
Yes, sir.
Against the President of this United States, who, in my opinion, is guilty of treason.
Well, we don't know he's a citizen yet.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're right there.
And I hear you loud and clear. We have been trying. I do know that a congressman's status is not quite as high as a senator. And if I say something, it doesn't quite get the
Gresham. That is not an excuse.
No. And I hear you.
You have a forum.
But we have been. We just did
it. You have Sean Hannity. You have Rush Limbaugh. You have O'Reilly. You folks have a forum, and you all need to start using it. And using it hard.
Absolutely.
We are losing the liberty in our country.
Absolutely. I was on Cavuto yesterday. We were on Fox last week. We just did 2 op-eds in the papers. I mean, we have honestly been trying, and we were on the floor yesterday speaking about the T Act. I mean, we need to continue to hammer this as hard as we can because it is so important. I couldn't agree more.
I want to know that the next governor of my state is willing to take on whatever or whoever the president of this United States is.
Absolutely.
As a representative, I am not going to fool around. I am still sore about the first vote you had on the first stimulus package.
Yes, sir.
Your duty was to the people of this state, not to the president of the United States.
I understand.
And I would venture to guess that in hindsight, you're probably a little questioning yourself about that first stimulus package now in light of what's happening with the powers this president seems to think he has after the second stimulus.
Well, this president just does, you're exactly right. This president just does not get it. I mean, he thinks that government is the answer and not empowering people. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, all the experience he has. Thanks, appreciate the call. Congressman,
my friend.
Let me give you one more.
Okay.
Would you consider initiating action to repeal the 16th and 17th Amendment? You know what they are.
Yes, I do.
Federal income tax. Many people are saying the law that never was, you know, back in 1913 and all that stuff, you know, when the Federal Reserve came in.
That's right.
And the senators elected by the people instead of the state legislatures, which is what we have in the 17th Amendment.
That's right.
We do not go back and say, okay, the General Assembly needs to select our senator and send them up to Washington, thereby being more responsible to the people.
Right.
What do you think?
Well, it's worth looking at. I know that, you know, hindsight being 2020. If you remember the second term of Bush, when he wanted to do Social Security reform, right fight, wrong time. I honestly believe with all my heart, had we had a major tax reform, a push, that we would have gotten it because the country's more than ready for that, my friend.
Yeah.
Got to run.
I appreciate that.
Okay, buddy.
Come in and in the flesh, and we'll talk business.
Okay, man. Tell Mac I said hey.
I sure will. We got coffee
buddy.
ready.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Congressman Gresham Barrett. Well, we answered a few